Hello, I'm Bernie Thompson. The main thing that we want is honest government and public servants with integrity, not politicians with their hands perpetually in the cookie jar. And with that in mind, I have a few quick questions, Mr. Mayor. This won't take long. Did your company, Mark Sheldon LLC, purchase a piece of commercial property in February for $233,000 that was previously owned by the St. Joe Company? Yes, it is. It absolutely is. Yes, it is. And I'm wondering.
No, if it's not city business, we're not.
This is city business. Yeah, and I'm wondering because it has to do with roads too that you'll be voting on, each of you. And I'm wondering, if so, did you use any of the $350,000 that was never returned, the TDC money that was never returned? Was any of that money used? Because you get $735,000 a year.
It's not clear to me how the entire council can address that question.
Okay. Well, this property that I'm speaking of, it's located by Home Depot on the way up to Arnold. And I'm wondering if you're planning to create a road there and name it Market Street West. And one reason I'm asking, because you guys would be voting on that, one reason I'm asking is because I saw you with Senator Gaynor and a lobbyist not too long ago when you went to Tallahassee to talk about roads. And if you are planning to do that, are you planning to build a hotel there, a Best Western, on the piece of property that you bought on the leading up to Arnold High School? And will it have anything to do with your new company, Mr. Mayor, Panhandle Academy, LLC? And will Panhandle Academy be a preschool business? These are some of the things I'm curious about. Because I think one of the vendors that you hire to do your music festivals is in the preschool business, the one with National Event Rentals. And this particular vendor also owns National Emergency Response Group, which brings my attention to the sports complex. And I've noticed that Superintendent Husfeld's been coming up, and y'all have been talking about removing the current preschool from Arnold High School and moving it to the sports complex. And if you do that, if you remove it, then that's going to create an opportunity around Arnold High School to bring in a new preschool that's just down the street from the Best Western. I'm wondering if you're planning on building on Market Street West. So my overarching question, Mr. Mayor, is this: is all this stuff in the works for your business ventures? Because if it is, then it appears that you have your hand in quite a few cookie jars as the mayor of Panama City Beach. And I would love to get answers to this. Or is all of this just private business and not subject to questions here at this meetings, which is supposed to center around city business?
I'm not sure
Thank
it's
you.
city business. Market Street is private. The sports complex is in the county.
Market Street West is private. Does it exist now?
It exists. Market Street, as it exists right now, is private.
Market Street West, where you
Thank
bought
you.
the property, does that exist now?
Thank you. Your time is up.
Yes, sir.
Does anybody else have any public comments for this evening? Seeing none, we'll close that portion of the meeting, and we will move on to our presentations. Councilman Casto.